This is Hamilton, Ontario, a city known nationwide for its gumption and grit. It's an industrial port located in the southwestern corner of Lake Ontario, right next to the Burlington Bay James N. Allen Skyway, one of the most impressive bridges in all of Canada. Some locals will tell you that for a brief time, all the way back in the late 1990s, Hamilton was visited by the legendary Mothman. The Mothman, often described as a 7-foot-tall humanoid with massive wings and giant red eyes, was first sighted in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Those who encounter him report that he seems to have some sort of telepathic ability, and that the light emitted from his eyes causes illness, a condition called actinic conjunctivitis, or welder's pink eye. Nobody knows for sure what his origin is, but believers think that the Mothman is either an escaped lab experiment, an extraterrestrial life form, or some combination of the two. Over the course of 13 months, the people of Point Pleasant reported over 100 different encounters, but the Mothman disappeared from the area after the collapse of the Silver Bridge, an infamous failure of American engineering that claimed 46 lives. Since then, Mothman sightings have been reported all over the world, always before catastrophe strikes. Chernobyl, New Orleans, Manhattan, the list goes on. A polarizing entity, many frame the Mothman as a bringer of doom, while others view him as a hero, roaming from town to warn us of misfortune. The being's first appearance in Hamilton was during the spring of 1997, when a massive winged beast was reported by numerous motorists doing barrel rolls around the Burlington Skyway. Among the people of Hamilton, concerns that the Skyway would suffer the same fate as the Silver Bridge were growing. Little did they know that the city was about to face a different trial entirely. In July of that same year, the Plaza fire, one of the worst disasters in this nation's history, ignited unexpectedly. The terror began to unfold as 400 tons of PVC plastic caught aflame and burned non-stop for days on end. As thick plumes of cancerous smoke filled the air, many Hamiltonians claimed to have seen a massive bird-like figure among the chaos. While there were stories of the Mothman's heroism and daring rescues, one firefighter claimed to have seen a giant flying creature dive through one of the upper windows of the flaming recycling plant, only to emerge minutes later, holding a newborn kitten in his arms, saving it from a hellish demise. A Plastomet employee named Lauren McCulley swears that while she was driving to work that day, the Mothman landed in front of her car, staring her down before launching itself back up into the sky. The encounter was so jarring that it made her late for work, so late that she arrived long after the fire began. After 4 days of inferno, firefighters gained control of the blaze, and the Mothman was never seen in Hamilton again. So what really happened here? The Hamilton Mothman sightings of 1997 weren't taken seriously by news outlets at the time, and the disastrous aftermath of the Plastomet fire overshadowed the strange goings-on that preceded it. Is it possible that the same winged man who terrorized Point Pleasant, Virginia, made his way to southern Ontario decades later? And what was a newborn kitten even doing in a burning recycling plant anyway? What about the other sightings of this strange creature associated with catastrophes across the world? Could this mysterious being be an alien life form, a lab experiment gone awry, or something else? Only time will tell. Hey folks, if you like my videos, or even if you hate my guts, let me know in the comments.